Have you ever thought that something as seemingly harmless as fruit, the food we've always been told is nature's gold, could actually become a threat to your health as you enter your later years? Since childhood, we've been taught that fruits are good for our bodies. They're packed with vitamins, antioxidants, natural energy, and offer a fresh, wholesome feeling each day. But after age 60, our bodies don't function the same. Digestion slows, blood sugar becomes harder to regulate, and liver and kidney function aren't as strong as they once were. And at that point, certain fruits can trigger silent yet dangerous reactions, especially for those on medication or living with chronic conditions. However, not all fruits are bad. On the contrary, some are not only safe, they actively protect memory, support heart health, improve digestion, and reduce inflammation, key elements for living a vibrant, joyful life in our later years. In today's video, I'll share with you 4 fruits older adults should limit, and 4 fruits you should absolutely include in your weekly diet. Let's explore how making smart choices can help you not only live longer, but live stronger and more intentionally. Part 1. For fruits to be cautious with after age 60. Aging brings inevitable changes, both physically and physiologically. Our bodies lose flexibility, metabolic processes slow down, and foods that once seemed harmless can become disruptive. Fruit is a prime example. Not all fruits are liquid gold for aging bodies. Some, if you're not careful, can silently upset your body's delicate balance, especially when you're on long-term medication. Here are 4 types of fruit adults over 60 should reconsider, including in their daily diet. 1. Grapefruit, a hidden risk for those on medication. Grapefruit, tart, refreshing, rich in vitamin C, is often viewed as a health symbol, but few realize it can directly interfere with the effectiveness of many medications, especially for seniors. Grapefruit contains a natural compound that inhibits the CYP3A4 enzyme in the liver, a key enzyme responsible for metabolizing and eliminating drugs. When blocked, medications build up in your bloodstream, potentially leading to toxicity or severe side effects, even when taken exactly as prescribed. Common drugs affected include cholesterol-lowering statins, blood pressure medications, anti-anxiety or antidepressants, and arrhythmia meds, blood thinners. Many seniors unknowingly mix grapefruit with medication, say, eating it at breakfast and taking pills later without realizing why. They're experiencing dizziness, heart palpitations, or blood pressure swings. Takeaway: grapefruit isn't inherently bad, but if you're over 60 and on prescription meds, speak to your doctor or pharmacist before including it in your diet. 2. Cherries, naturally sweet, but sugar and acid-heavy. Cherries are bright, sweet, and festive, often found in summer desserts and holiday dishes. However, for older adults, especially those managing diabetes, joint inflammation, or metabolic issues, they can cause trouble. 1 cup of fresh cherries contains nearly 20 grams of natural sugar, and even more if consumed as juice, syrup, or dried. For an aging endocrine system, this sugar spike can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and long-term organ damage. Additionally, cherries are naturally acidic, which may exacerbate joint pain, arthritis, or inflammation, particularly when consumed frequently or in large amounts. Takeaway: enjoy cherries occasionally, but avoid making them a regular part of your weekly routine, especially if you're watching your blood sugar or battling chronic pain. 3. Bananas, high potassium isn't always a blessing. Bananas are everywhere, affordable, easy to eat, and full of potassium. We've been told they help with cramps and boost energy. But after 60, things change. Bananas are high in potassium, which can build up in the bloodstream if kidney function is impaired, something common with aging. The result? Hyperkalemia, or high potassium levels, which may cause irregular heartbeat, fatigue, or muscle weakness in severe cases. Heart failure. This is especially dangerous if you take ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics. Takeaway: bananas aren't bad, but moderation is crucial. 1 small banana a few times a week is fine. Daily consumption or pairing with other potassium-rich foods? That's a risk. 4. Dried fruit, sweetness in disguise. Raisins, apricots, dates, and dried cranberries are often labeled as healthy snacks. But here's the truth: They are concentrated sugar bombs. Drying removes water, but not sugar. A small handful of raisins is equivalent to an entire bunch of grapes minus the fiber and water, but with all the sugar compacted. What's worse, many dried fruits are coated in added sugars or preserved with sulfites, which can trigger headaches, gut discomfort, and worsen respiratory issues in sensitive individuals. For seniors, the risks include uncontrolled blood sugar spikes, constipation or digestive distress, increased inflammation, and poor sleep quality. Smart tip: if you enjoy dried fruits, choose unsweetened, preservative-free options and consume them in very small amounts. Better yet, stick with fresh fruit whenever possible. Part 224 Fruits you should absolutely eat each week. As we age, our health depends not only on what we avoid, but also on what we choose to nourish ourselves with. Fortunately, nature gives us powerful options: fruits that heal, strengthen, and protect our bodies from within. Here are 4 fruits you should include in your weekly meals to stay energized, sharp, and balanced. 1. Blueberries, the brain's quiet protectors, small but mighty. Blueberries are rich in anthocyanins, which reduce inflammation and support brain health by protecting neurons and improving communication between brain cells. Studies show regular blueberry intake can improve memory, enhance decision-making, lower the risk of Alzheimer's and cognitive decline, also help regulate blood pressure, respite, heart health. They're low in sugar, great for diabetics. Show to enjoy cup per day with yogurt, oatmeal, or simply as a snack. 2. Apples, the natural heart shield. Apples are a classic, and for good reason. They're rich in pectin, a soluble fiber that lowers LDL cholesterol, helps regulate blood sugar, promotes gut health. Apple skins also contain quercetin, which reduces inflammation, protects blood vessels, supports lung function. Bonus: apples are comforting and familiar, great for mental well-being too. Pro tip: eat them with the peel after washing to maximize benefits. 3. Avocados, healthy fats for heart, brain, and bones. Avocados are different from other fruits. They're rich in healthy monounsaturated fats that lower bad cholesterol or good cholesterol, systemic inflammation. They also packed with vitamin K, essential for bone strength. Potassium regulates blood pressure. Safe lutein protects eyes from age-related vision loss. Extra benefit: they help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, and K. Serving suggestion: 2 avocado daily in whole grain toast, in salads, or by the spoonful. 4. Papaya, nature's digestive healer. Papaya contains papain, an enzyme that aids digestion, especially useful for seniors with sluggish digestion or bloating. It's also rich in vitamins C, A, and F. Fiber supports regulation, boosts immunity, and reduce inflammation. Papain also relieves joint pain, naturally ideal for those with arthritis or spinal issues. How to enjoy: eat in the morning or after meals. Avoid on an empty stomach to prevent irritation. Final thought: choose fruit with intention. At this stage in life, every food you choose either supports or challenges your body. Blueberries protect your mind. Apples shield your heart. Avocados fuel your system. Papayas restore your digestion. These fruits aren't just nutrition, they're daily acts of self-care. And the best part: they're affordable, easy to find, and require no complicated recipes. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet, just make a few smart swaps, one bite at a time. As we move through life, especially past our 60s, there's one lesson that becomes increasingly clear: health is no longer something we can take for granted, it's something we must actively protect. The foods we once ate freely, without a second thought, now demand mindfulness. A seemingly harmless fruit might interact with medications. A sugary treat might spike your blood sugar and drain your energy. On the flip side, the right fruits, when chosen wisely, can become some of the most powerful tools for healing, longevity, and vitality. And that's the most important takeaway from today's video. You're not just choosing food. You're choosing how you want to age. A handful of blueberries to protect your memory. An apple a day to support your heart and digestion. Avocado to fuel your brain and bones. Papaya to soothe your gut and ease inflammation. These aren't extravagant superfoods. They're accessible, familiar, and yet incredibly powerful when used with intention. At the same time, learning what not to eat is equally empowering. Grapefruit, bananas, cherries, dried fruits, none of them are inherently bad, but in the context of aging, medications, and changing metabolism, they require caution and respect. You don't need to fear food. You just need to understand it better. That knowledge applied consistently, what will help you walk longer, with less pain, think clearer, with more confidence, sleep deeper, with fewer disruptions, live each day with strength and dignity. And isn't that what we all want? Not just more years in life, but more life in our years. So here's my gentle challenge for you. Start today. Swap just one fruit in your routine for one that heals, not harms. Small steps taken daily create lifelong change. If this video has helped you, let me know by commenting the number 1 below. If there's anything you'd like to see improved or added, comment. I truly value your feedback. And if you want more content like this, real, practical, and focused on living well as we age, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, so you never miss another health tip made just for you. Thank you for watching, and remember, your body is still listening. Treat it with care, nourish it with knowledge, and honor it with choices that reflect the life you want to keep living. Because growing older is inevitable, but growing stronger, that's up to you.